Oh my gosh, it's time for Ninja Steel. They took a, well, the good news is that, yeah, I'm just going to break it right here. So, thank goodness the freaking website decided to, on the same day, to upload episode 6. But anyways, let's get started, Ninja Steel. So anyways, this is episode 6. Don't really know what the name is because, yay, the site does good, but my gosh, you don't tell me the name of the thing. So, oh well. Anyways, episode 6 / episode 20 plus. I'm gonna say 20 plus because my gosh, I'm a little bit out of it. But anyways, yes, let's get started. We're starting at school with Calvin and Preston. Calvin and Preston, I mean, like I said in the preview, 2 episodes back, they actually seem to be like bros, man. They actually really got to the point of being like bros. So it makes sense that he's actually hanging around with them. It's pretty cool to actually have the whole entire team be together instead of, yeah, they're together, but do we really have a good reason why they're together besides saving the world? They're actually putting some good point in this. Anyways, it looks like a necklace falls out of Preston's locker. Oh, shit. And then all of a sudden Brody comes and he's like, oh, guys, we got to go to class. And Levi and Sarah's with them and they go to class while Haley gets Preston and they go to drama class. And Haley actually hinted and said, my sweetness, which is like, yeah, Calvin said, like, what the fuck? Like, what? You gotta admit, that is kind of funny. But on the other hand, I would figure it was more like teasing. Yeah, it's not really something to be, like, pissed off about. It seemed to me like it was, like, major teasing. It was all. It's like, drama class, most likely something's going on. That most likely has her saying sweetness or something. And it's like, dude, I figured that crap out. Yes, I'm actually an adult, but still, motherfucker. I bet teenagers can figure that shit out, too. I'm just saying. Anyways, the monsters. We get the Galactic Ninjas. Very underwhelming. Very underwhelming, but I do now remember where they came from, and I actually now remember what was going on with this monster. I'm not going to talk about it because, sadly, another episode that they did for Ninja Steel actually stole from this guy. So they actually stole something from this monster, and just frick it. Let's continue on. So they're powered by ninja medallions, which is like, nah, I remember what happened there too, kind of. Those aren't ninja medallions. Those are something else. But anyways, I just basically rated them as one that steals memories, another one that's very fast, he's very speedy, another one that's able to do surprise attacks, and one that has love and poison, something like that. And I'm like, yeah, again, wow, kind of underwhelming. I mean, you would figure to be like, oh, let's get real ninjas, and it turns out there's something like amazing. Like, for instance, I would have been okay if they would have bring the Aquatar Rangers, and it's like, holy shit! Like, Aquatar Rangers, that would have been something. What about Ninja Storm? That would have been a holy moment too. You have 6-on-6. That would have been awesome. I am a sucker for episodes when Ranger against Ranger. That's just how I am. I'm a sucker for that. It would have been cool if it turns out that they did have the Ranger form, but it turns out as soon as you knock them out, oh, no way, they're just actual monsters. And they took the freaking morphers from the monsters, and now the monsters decide to go 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 to go against the Rangers and try to win. I kind of like that idea, but freak it. So anyways, the leader of the Galactic Ninjas go to Earth first. Then we get back to school. I'm beginning to start to think a few things. I'll talk about it at the end, but still, this is one where I'm like, do you guys hear the music cues? Because I'm pretty sure the music cues kind of definitely hint Mighty Morphin Power Rangers up in this piece. Then we got Haley rehearsing, and she's kind of stage fright. She has a little bit of stage fright, and Preston actually comforts her, and, well, it turns out they're doing Romeo and Juliet. And she's like, I can't wait to see Calvin's face when he actually sees me do this play. Because, well, I guess maybe he knows that she has stage fright. He should. So it's like a big step for her to actually be able to get over her stage fright. So anyways, they decide to do a scene. technically kind of the ending scene. And Monty just shows up out of nowhere, interrupts, and get Preston out of the way so Victor can do the scene in costume and shows how it's done. And again, at this point, I'm like, do you guys hear the music? I'm pretty sure that's a revamp of Bulk and Skull's music. I'm pretty sure. Sadly, this review will most likely be talking about the music because holy frick, what the fuck just happened? But anyways, it turns out that Victor did not even audition. He should have auditioned 3 weeks ago, and he tries to shoehorn himself in, and he sure does, because now he is the understudy of Preston. So if anything happens to Preston, well, then you will be able to play as Romeo. And Preston is kind of like, what? When he overhears him, is like, things or reasons why he won't show up. Me personally, I would have loved it to actually make this instead of having Haley in this. I would have loved to have Preston have a crush on this girl. And Victor has a crush on the girl too. I think I like that. I like that so much. The fact of, yeah, when he tries to kiss the girl dodges, so he kisses the table or the thing. It's like, yeah, I would love it to have at least, it's messed up because it's like, wow, Rangers these days, we don't really have any crush or anything. Power Rangers Samurai, do we even count it? Because all we have is freaking Spike and Erica. And I think that was her. Was that her name? Not sure, but anyways, the pink Samurai Ranger. And what's even worse is that doesn't even go anywhere. That goes nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we can continue to dig on back. And luckily, like when Disney had it, yes, they did have a moment where a Ranger actually had a date with someone. But of course, sometimes it was more the fact of at the end, they figured out, oh, she likes you. This one actually kind of, I'm reminiscing the fact of that one time with Zach, where Zach was in the movie theater and he had to balance movie theater with fighting with the Rangers. And eventually that date turned into a messed up crummy thing where the girl put pocket popcorn on his head. Yeah, if only she knew if he was a Power Ranger. It's like, yeah, at the very end, it's like, yeah, Zordon Wave, after he sacrificed himself, is like, it's a good time, Zach, to tell her that you were a Power Ranger, even though chances are she went off with her life. I'm sorry, let's continue on. So they decide to scheme on Preston's disappearance. And, well, now we cut into the preview that we saw for episode 6. So they're all together, they're playing pool, and, well, Haley has to go with Preston because they got to do something. And then we cut to them going outside. I'm not sure. So are they outside for lunch? Is that it? It's like, if they're outside for lunch, or maybe this is after school, even though, again, I don't understand, because it's like, okay, so they're eating something. I would prefer they have something like snack-like instead of having something that I could question and say that might be lunch. But if it's lunch and then all of a sudden they ditch the last bit of, who knows, maybe it's Wednesday, maybe it's early out and they're eating lunch right now, and then I don't know. I don't even know where the hell they are, because are they at the school? Are they still at the school? Does that mean that they have I'm sorry, but I just want to be thorough on exactly what the frick is going on here. I'm getting thorough, but frick it. So they go eat. Again, Calvin's freaking food, kind of gross. So Calvin's overthinking things, jumping to conclusions, and, well, they saw Sarah and Haley go out, and Sarah's like, come on, let's go talk to him. And, well, they're technically secretly rehearsing, and Calvin actually saw him kiss. And it's like, well, saw her kiss him. But it's on the cheek. It is on the freaking ass cheek, man. On the lips makes sense, but on the cheek, sorry, dude, that does not actually bring up a freaking argument of, oh, she's cheating on me. Just like where you have a girl who enjoys everything with you, and, well, when she actually decides to just hug a person, you freaking go nuts. It's like, yeah, that's messed up, dude. Oh man, I hate guys like that. Anyways, the monster shows up like in the freaking thing, and then we get the cut to actually, because well, now it's the episode. So the monster actually got them. He took their memories. Brody decides to go there and fight with a sword, and it's like, yeah, he decides not even to morph, just go with his sword and goes and attack him, and his memory got taken too. It's like, dude, and you and the guy was saying last week how Brody is the one that's the main ninja. It's like, dude, he just made a dumbass excuse. He made a dumb freaking move. You would figure Brody would at least freaking do some ninja stars, free shurikens at the guy, and the guy's trying to defend himself from the shurikens, then he slashes. It's like, what the fuck, man? Even if I could think of that, it's like, dude, you're no ninja. Like, what the fuck, man? Just coming there with a sword alone is kind of stupid. So anyways, I think his name is Wolverine or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. But at least the good news is they decided to call back on what happened to Levi. Previously, Levi got his memories taken too. So it was cool to get a callback saying, I got my memories taken once. I'm not going to get them taken away from me again. It's like, oh, dude. Something like that is so good. Just like what happened in Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, where you have Hawkeye, who got controlled by freaking Loki at one point. And then in Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch tried to dabble with his mind, and he said, not today. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to get anyone in my mind anymore. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. It's like, thank you. That little touch is good. So basically, we're down 3, as you guys can count. Now we have Sarah, Levi, and Calvin. And they have, apparently, well, the monster has minions, which makes sense. So he has some good, formidable minions who are most likely robots, too. You have Brody, Preston, and Haley just watching them fight. Sarah and Calvin battles the monster by themselves. And then Sarah actually had to push Calvin, out of the way, and now her memory's stolen. So now we're down to 4. And Levi actually has to battle 4 of the freaking minions. And again, can you hear the music? At this point, it's like, can you hear the music? The music right here, it's like, dude, something's going on with the music, man. Something's going on. A good thing is going on with the music. A good thing. Somewhat good thing. So Calvin and Levi actually have to take him to the base, and well, we cut back to Victor and Monty. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say on this one. It's like, yeah, how exactly would your plan of changing Victor and Monty, how would you do that? The freaking, they're millionaires and stuff. It's like, at this point, I'm like, again, it'll just be the attempt of them trying to spray the monster with their repellent. And I would think most likely they might get their memories taken away, because, well, let's just say that this is the runaway gag of where they're trying to spray the monster, and you're getting to the point of the monster. It's like, you guys freaking damn annoying me. I'm taking your memories. So he took the memories from Victor and Monty, and now they're completely acting stupid and moronish. Or heck, they might actually go back to school and like, there you go. They go back to school like you wanted, even though they're not freaking role models. So yeah, there you go. It's like, yeah, there you go. So maybe they'll act different. Maybe they're just starting to become study and they try to get some good jobs or some kind of crap. I don't know. But anyways, Victor and Monty in this one, Monty decides to find a crate. He found a crate. He spring locks it with a remote, and they're going to ship Preston to his house, which of course, as you can see, it says Summer Cove, California. You don't say. In California, eh? It's like, does everything, every place that, like Samurai, that's in California, Megaforce, that's in California, Dino Charge is in California? Is that how it goes? It's still in California now? We're back in that formula? Okay, let's continue on, shall we? So, sadly, freaking Victor, of course, touched 2 wires, and now they're locked into a crate. And label peeled off, so instead of going to Preston's house, they're going to South Africa. Hopefully going to Rwanda, and now they're held prisoner. Yeah, get him. Get him, get him, Black Panther, get him. Make them prisoners so they don't have to come back because damn, they suck in this form. They suck written like this. So anyways, yeah, they're getting shipped to Africa. So Mick actually takes a look at them at the base. They're healthy, but their memory's lost. And Levi says, okay, well, I'm going to go and try to teach them some moves so that even though their memory is lost, they can still fight as Rangers, at least. Then we have a moment with Calvin and Mick, which of course, well, Calvin tells Mick about the drama, the fact of, I think she's cheating on me. And my gosh, Preston, what a jerk. It's like, dude. 2 episodes ago, you had a freaking 1-year anniversary. Why the hell will she blow it now? Number 2, Preston, and it seems like you two are bros now. You think Preston, a bro, will screw you over? I don't think so. And plus, I really kind of hope that during the time out, when you guys were in summer and you were hanging out together, I was kind of hoping that maybe Calvin actually decided to be like, hey, dude, I'll be your wingman. I'll try to get you a girl, man. I'll be your wingman. It's like, I would kind of hope that they did that at one point or a few times. And it's like, man, Preston doesn't even need a wingman. He kind of is a little bit rich, so he can kind of flash his cash even though he's not like that. I'm just saying, though. Well, anyways, it's time for the lesson of the day. And the lesson of the day is don't jump into conclusions. And I do have to admit, it was a little bit smooth. Someone smoothed it out. I'll talk about that at the very end. So anyways, it turns out that Levi actually failed teaching them stuff. They are completely sucky. It looks like their memory is so gone that even their reflexes are not even present. Damn. So Calvin and Levi decides to actually come up with a plan. And their plan is actually going out of suits and just hanging, talking about the plan. And, well, the monster is like, oh, you idiots. And he slashes them. It turns out that is nothing but a freaking trick. And, well, Calvin, out of morph, actually hooks his arm with, I guess it was nature elemental powers or something. So he was able to get him. And Levi grabbed the freaking thing and threw them. And, well, their memories are back now. They gave them back their memories. Calvin and Haley are reunited, in quotations reunited, because, well, she kind of felt like there was been some days or some hours away from each other. And Levi actually is overwhelmed. He's thrown all the way over there to the Rangers. So now they have to go and morph. And again, do you hear that music? Do you hear that music? So we get round 2 with the monsters and the minions, and there's a fly cam, and of course, well, because for some reason Lady Odious can't do damn magic, she has to again use freaking help from dumbass monsters who want to freaking do crap. So yeah, got the freaking monster talking to the cam as if he's freaking that bad guy from Ninja Storm. So the monsters are again rooting for the freaking damn Wolverine or whatever. The minions are very capable, and it turns out that some of this footage is actually footage they did by themselves. Congratulations to Bonds, you actually filmed some stuff. They actually filmed a decent amount of this episode. New, fresh footage. Good for you. But they had to bring the freaking damn gold morpher. That damn gold morpher sucks. It's like at this point, I'm like, guys, listen, the freaking gold morpher sucks like bullcrap. You might as well make it do exactly what the other freaking morphers can do. Like, for instance, maybe extend the freaking damn shooter so it actually looks like his guitar in a way, you know? I would be fine if you just make it look like a Uzi or something. You know, something more than just that little freaking pint-sized mini-wheat you got there. Because it looks very, very sorry compared to the other Rangers. It's like, they have something very awesome. And then you have the Go Ranger with... It's like, damn, man. I would have rather you guys just kept him with a damn guitar. I mean, motherfucker. Anyways, the Rangers found the monster, and the monster decided to clone himself. Now 6 on 6. They eventually were able to whittle him down to one. And, well, the Red Ranger turned into Lion Fire, which is about damn time. And he does a finisher with Calvin. My gosh. And again, can you hear that music? I mean, seriously, the music. So it's time for the monster to get big, and they call it a Ninja Steel Ultra Zord. Yellow Ranger is at the command. Calvin is at the command, and he summons the Ultra Star Blazooka. And again, I'm like, the music, dude, the music. And, well, they defeat the monster. Lady Odious comes down and pick up the medallion. I think actually Wolverine actually still alive. He's not actually destroyed. And I kind of think that Lady Odious gets to have a Rita Repulsa remix. So yeah, again, the music. What's going on? So, and we have a new freaking thing of where the Rangers actually jump out the Megazord and demorph. And I'm like, holy crap, dude. They're stepping their game up. I wonder how exactly are they stepping their game up? It's like, what changed? Anyways, Calvin and Haley clear things up, kind of, and, well, Preston and Haley rushes to the school because it's time for something very special. The Rangers and the classmates actually go and they watch the play, and Mick is there too, of course. And Calvin's like, oh, so she's actually doing the play. It's like, really? Really? Really, what the freak is this? It's like, dude, I would have preferred that the line that comes afterwards would have came here, and you didn't have Calvin actually mention this bull crap. It's like, dude, it's a duh that she's doing a play right now. You're watching her do a play, and it's in. It's like, dude, what the? That one kind of stupid. I wish they would just went like, man, I was a fool. She was rehearsing. It's like, yeah, she was rehearsing, not, oh, she's in a play. No, I rather prefer they would be like, oh, she was rehearsing. Man, I was an idiot. It's like, that's, anyways, it ends. Calvin congratulates Haley. Kind of apologizes, doesn't need apologizes. Apparently, she thinks he's cute when he's jealous, but again, she says, don't do it again, though. And, well, the director is looking for Victor for some reason. Because, well, you know, they have to close out what's going on here, right? And it turns out they're both in South Africa. For the love of God, freaking T'Challa, get them. Put them in jail. Keep them there forever. Keep them there until the end of this freaking series. All right, and that's the end. Listening to many people, a few of them said that this is a good episode. This is great. It's like, you shouldn't bash it. And I'm like, I'm not going to bash it. I'm actually going to tell you the truth. I already made a video saying meet the writers. I'm pretty sure that when it comes to this episode, Jude Lin wrote this. Jude Lin actually wrote this. Jude Lin talked to the freaking musical composers, and they actually did some more revamps. And as for the cat lady and the other guy, well, they were basically responsible for freaking damn, I bet, Victor and Monty's crap, along with freaking Calvin saying she was in a play. I bet that was them. Bet that was them putting that crap in there too. I bet that was them. So Jude Lin is able to freaking get his foot in the door finally. It's like, holy crap. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like technically when it comes to Jude Lin versus the other writers are the freaking interrupting cow. Ever heard that freaking joke before? Yeah, they're the interrupting cow. Sometimes interrupting cow is okay, which this episode would be better without Victor and Monty. I mean, but at least the good news is that it doesn't hinder as much. It doesn't hinder as much at all until the very end, where it's like, hey, how you doing? It's like, yeah, the director shouldn't even give a shit about freaking Victor, technically. He doesn't really shouldn't care. He shouldn't care about it. I wish someone else was like, hey, where's Victor and Monty? Or how about Preston? Preston is like, hey, it's pretty weird that Victor didn't try anything to get rid of me because I heard him talking. I wonder where are they? And then cut to them. Not the freaking director, and I bet that's the other writers too. It's like, yeah, we get to have the ending. We're gonna write the ending, yay! It's like, yeah, Jude Lin got to do what he wanted to do, and then he's like, okay, other writers, you can make the ending. Yay! It's like, okay, hold on. I have to write, Kitty. I'll be back. And then there you go. And it's like, my gosh, man. It's like, damn, Jude Lin should just write the whole entire freaking damn episode. Because this episode does bring hope. It does actually bring hope. There's just some things that he can't really fix, like the things that they already added, like, oh, Galaxy Warriors is back, and oh, the monster has to talk to the camera, and crap like that. And Lady Odious doesn't know true magic. She only gets a little teeny tiny bit instead of going full out. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. But this episode brings hope, actually. This does bring hope. I just hope that this actually means that, number one, Jude Lin might stay on for a little bit longer, able to tell the other writers to not do shit. Sorry for cussing, but I didn't try to cuss. But anyways, yeah, how about the other two writers get the freak out? Jude Lin gets to do it all by himself, and we get more competent writers. Two writers who will actually help benefit instead of being like, oh, Victor and Monty, or oh, let's do a lesson of the day. And oh, it's like, yeah, also the lesson of the day. He can't do anything about. He could have dismissed it, but on the other hand, I bet there's a quota or some kind of bull crap on it, so he can't really do much. Anyways, yeah, this is good. I know, technically, I'm not even late when it comes to the review. I kind of was hoping to do it today, so yeah, it's on Monday. Here we go. My gosh, man. I still have to admit, though, the music cues are the thing that really kind of freaking makes me say, what the hell is going on here? Because beforehand, it's like they didn't have music or the music wasn't that noticeable. But as soon as it's like, dude, you're revamping Bulk and Skull, you're revamping Rita Repulsa, you're revamping Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morph, you're revamping that. It's like you're revamping lots and lots of stuff where I'm like, that is kind of okay, but I really kind of wish you just make your own stuff, you know? Put some ninja into it. Put some ninja into it. That's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying, is put some ninja into all of those. Well, except for, of course, Bulk and Skull, Rita Repulsa revamp. Rita Repulsa revamp, it just needs to have a little bit more flair. You just need to have it so it's not really actually a big, like, oh, Rita Repulsa! Yeah. Or Bulk and Skull. It's like, yeah, I really kind of wish you guys can make something different. But on the other hand, it is a little bit iconic, and this is the 25th anniversary. So I guess I'll let it slide. But still, though, actually, it's not a bad thing. It's just surprising that all of a sudden, here we go. Now, if he can actually make the Sixth Ranger theme again, like, please, dude, just revamp Gold Ranger from Zeo. Just revamp that. That's the next thing you should revamp. It's like when he gets his own. Oh yeah, we already missed getting his own freaking episode because he already did. But even so, it's like the next one after this. Please, when he does get to have his own, allow the Gold Ranger freaking remix revamp be in his freaking appearance. It's like, please do it, man. Please do it. Oh yeah, and stay tuned for another episode review. Most likely will be post, or most likely will be preview for the next episode of Ninja Steel.